Hi, you Cheryl from Cheryl's Crafting Corner, and I want to show you this mini, oh gosh, I did this months and months ago and I just haven't recorded it. I'm not sure if it's because I still think I have to add more items to it or I'm just not done with it. I do have to add quite a bit of ribbons to the end of these rings here. But let me take you through this mini. Now, if you see this mini album, I think I got this at Michael's or online. They sell them everywhere. And pick it up. There's different things you can do with this, and I'm also in the process of making a different one. It's just, again, it's on my, I start something and I need to finish it, or you never think you're finished when you're crafting something. So what I did with all these pages, well, actually with this cover here, is I painted it with acrylic paint, and then I took another acrylic paint, this green color, and edged it with like a sponge. I wasn't sure how I was going to cover this other than paintings because of all these intricate cuts, the holly and the berries in it. So I think this was the best way to go about it. On the cover I used the Tim Holtz florets or medallions, whatever you want to call them, and I did them out of craft paper, and I stacked 2 of them. This here is a Sizzix die. It actually says "'Tis the Season," and I cut that out of green cardstock and glued that down. All the pages are the same pattern scrapbook paper, and then I just edged it all with some brown ink. Each of the cardboard pages, I took a large white eyelet and actually used my crocodile and punch them into the binding here to make it a little sturdier and add some contrast. So each page is a little different, and I do have my ruler out here, so try to give you some measurements. This mini album is actually 7.5 by I think 3.5. Yeah, give or take. So 7.5 by 3.5. And all I did here was try to preserve the space here for a somewhat large photo. It's an odd size, but it's actually 6 by 2.5. And so you may be able to get a family shot, or maybe a shot of your house if you've decorated your home with lights for the holiday. And the next page is, I have a ticket here, and it's actually from Stampin' Up. I stamped it onto craft cardstock, and it says "Christmas wishes to you and yours." Sorry if the camera's not going to pick that up. And what I did is I actually used that to hold down this page that kind of folds out like that. Forgot what this is called, but those are kind of fun. So here, even though the mini album is so small, it still gives you 3 by 3 squares to put some photos here, maybe some journaling or some other tidbits from the holiday, and a 3 by 3 photo here. Now this next page, I also used the same dimension as the let's see, 5. And then this one folds down. So this was 5 by 8.5. I used that from also the craft cardstock that I picked up at Joann's. And you have quite a bit of picture space here. And all I did was cut corresponding rectangles, and I used my corner punch from Stampin' Up. Stampin' Up doesn't have that corner punch. They retired it last year. But it's one of my go-to punches to just kind of add a little bit more detail, make it a little bit more formal. So that is that. And the next page, again, similar matting as the first page. The first page had rounded corners. I just used that part again, and again this is 6 by, same as the first page, 6 by 2.5. And then I did the same thing as you saw previously. I used a different tag here. This just says ticket number, and then you could actually write a number and a little bit of journaling here. Maybe the year, that would be cute. Or maybe a sentiment. And again, this does the 3x3 locations, and as well as little accent stuff. It's a great way to add more room for photos when you making such a small mini album. I've made smaller mini albums, but this one is short on pages, so you need to be able to add more photos. We tend to take a lot of pictures at the holiday. So anyways, I will be posting this on my blog. Please stop by Cheryl's Craft and Corner. Till my next video, have a great day.